Hey there, thanks for checking in with us. Aptly named segment, What a Week. What a week,
What a
John.
year.
What a year.
What a millennium.
Seriously. Let's kick it off today talking a little bit about the post-midterms, and the president came out, did his best to defend the Republican losses that we saw on Tuesday night in that...
Terrific night, big night, right? That's what his mouth was saying. Everything else about his demeanor, his body language, screamed defeated, deflated, depressed, as well he should be. I mean, yes, the Republicans did well in the Senate and expanded their majority, although in 2 years the playing field is much less favorable to the Republican incumbents that are up then. But losing the House is a fairly devastating blow. Then, of course, Jim Acosta of CNN had to start arguing with the president, which is a big-time no-no, and that wound up sort of drowning out much of the press conference, not to the media's benefit, I didn't think. And this is the kind of thing that President Trump and his organization loves, because his hardcore base loves nothing more than to hate the media. And every time he can pick a fight like this, they love it. So there you have it. But I think, we're in for bumpy times ahead, as we saw with the Sessions firing, and now this whole question about whether the Mueller probe is going to go on unimpeded. Better buckle your seatbelt, Chris.
Yeah, we'll be doing lots more What a Week, right?
Yeah, maybe we should do this daily. What a day. What a morning.
No, we could do it in half-day segments. Let's talk back here at home. Obviously, big night. Governor Baker won re-election. Not a surprise there. Senator Warren, she won re-election. Before election night, before the results came in, I saw you kind of email out and said, if she doesn't win by 70% or something like that nationally, they're going to say, whoo, did she really pull off a big win? And she didn't hit that.
No, she didn't. And you've seen, even though that's not any kind of reasonable benchmark, I mean, Ted Kennedy rarely, certainly never hit that kind of number against a serious challenger. But look, Warren won comfortably. I don't think there's any horror story for her and her margin here. However, candidates that she backed around the country, including Richard Cordray, who was the director of that Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that she established, she wanted him to get elected governor of Ohio, and he lost badly. Several others. And the message generally for Democrats around the country was when they nominated more moderate candidates, they won. More left-leaning candidates, with some exceptions, didn't do as well. So, if you're a Liz Warren for President fan, and the polls suggested there aren't that many of those, even within the Democratic Party here, not a good night in terms of setting her up to be a front-runner in the presidential race.
When you see Baker winning in such a landslide, again, not a surprise, I think, to any of us here, but in a blue state, he does a good job of reaching across the aisle, working with the Democrat-controlled legislature. Do you think that kind of fits into this whole idea of what the country was looking for on election night? Was a little bit of like, okay, let's find some more of these moderate candidates that'll work across party lines.
Yes, I mean, I've been around too long to suggest with a straight face that as goes Massachusetts, so goes the nation. Okay, that just isn't the way it goes. But if you look around New England, other Republican candidates for governor and for Congress, who were more Trumpy, if you will, didn't do well. So the Charlie Baker template does have some resonance beyond Massachusetts. And also, one thing about Baker is he's, for lack of a better word, and I don't mean this derogatorily, he's boring. Remember No Drama Obama? That was his big slogan during his campaign. I mean, Charlie Baker is just like that. There's no drama. There's very little controversy. Even when there's a quote-unquote scandal that pops up, as they will tend to do, he's able to finesse it. It never lingers for very long. And I think there's lessons there for aspiring Pauls about an electorate that's just a little bit overwhelmed by all the harshness, the partisanship, and the constant stress. I mean, I haven't checked lately, but I assume beer sales are robust around the country, and this may be one of the reasons.
All right, John, appreciate your insight, of course, as always, and I hope you'll check in with us next time here on What a Week. Maybe we'll have to change it to What a Day.
What a 5-minute segment.
Sounds good. All right, thanks again.